right, let us get this thing started. First up, UFC Fight Pass prelims in the bantamweight division. Khalid the Warrior Taha versus Bruno Bulldog Silva. 136, the official weight for Bruno Silva. And his opponent is Khalid the Warrior Taha. 137, the official weight for Khalid Taha. 1 pound miss, he will forfeit 20% of his fight purse. All right, next up in the UFC flyweight division, Nadia Kassem versus Jiyeon Firefist Kim. First fighter making the walk, set to make her 5th UFC appearance. Please welcome Jiyeon Kim. .128, the official weight for Jiyeon Kim. She will have 2 hours to cut the final 2 pounds, otherwise she will forfeit 20% of her fight purse. All right, and now we welcome her opponent representing New South Wales. Please welcome Nadia Kassem. .126, the official weight for Nadia Kassem. All right, now moving on to the UFC 243 prelims live on ESPN2. First out of the chute in the featherweight division, Megan Anderson versus Zara Fairn. First fighter set to weigh in, set to make her UFC debut tomorrow, Zara Fairn. £146, the official weight for Zara Fairn. And her opponent proudly repping the Gold Coast. Please welcome Megan Anderson. 146 for Megan Anderson. All right, moving on now. How good is this in the lightweight division? Brad Quake Riddell versus Jamie Malarkey. First fighter to the scale, repping Central Coast MMA. And making his UFC debut here tomorrow, he is Jamie Malarkey. .156 for Mr. Malarkey. And his opponent, one of City Kickboxing's finest, Brad Quake Riddell. 156 for Brad Riddell. All right, now moving on to the welterweight division. Callan the Rockstar Potter versus Maki Coconut Bombs Pitolo. First fighter making the walk, set to make his UFC debut tomorrow night, Maki Pitolo. .170 on the nose for Coconut Bombs. And his opponent, fighting out of Sunbury, Victoria, Australia, the Rockstar, Callan Potter. 171 for Callan Potter. All right, now to our featured prelim also in the welterweight division. Jake the Celtic Kid Matthews versus Rostem Kurtulmuş Prime Akman. That'll work. 171 for Rostem Akman. Opponent set to make his 12th UFC appearance, born right here in Melbourne, the Celtic Kid, Jake Matthews. The official weight for Jake Matthews. All right, that brings us to the main card for UFC 243, live on pay-per-view. First out of the chute in the heavyweight division, Justin Badman Taffa versus Jorgen the Mad Titan De Castro. First fighter making the walk, set for his UFC debut tomorrow, Jorgen De Castro. $265 for the Cape Verdean Jorgen De Castro. And his opponent fighting out of Brisbane by way of West Auckland. He is a bad man. Please welcome Justin Taffa. $265 for Mr. Taffa. All right, next main card bout in the welterweight division, Luke the Jedi Jumo versus Diego Lima. First fight in Australia for Diego Lima. $171, the official weight for Diego Lima. And his opponent, the Jedi Luke Jumo. $171, the official weight for Luke Jumo. All right, now we get to a featured bout in the UFC heavyweight division. Tai Bam Bam Tuivasa versus Sergey Polar Spivak. $233 for Sergey Spivak. And his opponent, one of New South Wales' finest, number 14th ranked heavyweight in the world, Tai Bam Bam Tuivasa. $264 for Tai Tuivasa. The lightweight division, raging Al Iaquinta versus Dan the Hangman Hooker. First fighter to the scale, number 15 in the world at lightweight, the Hangman, Dan Hooker. $155 for the Kiwi, Dan Hooker. And his opponent, the 6th ranked lightweight in the world, he is raging Al Iaquinta. $155 for Raging Al. welcome the UFC interim middleweight champion, Broken Native, the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. $184, the official weight for the interim champ, Israel Adesanya. And his opponent, the reigning, defending UFC middleweight champion of the world, Australia's best, the Reaper, Robert Whittaker. $185 for the champion, Robert Whittaker. All right, we step over here and talk to the interim champion, the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. It has been a remarkable run to UFC gold and glory for you. Just an intense stare down there with Robert Whittaker. What did you say to Robert? Final words.
I just spoke some Yoruba to him. I just wanted him to feel me. But man, I mean, 2015, when this was Etihad, I remember being way up there. I watched him fight as well. So I remember watching and thinking, this is gonna be me one day. I was in the nosebleeds, and now I'm about to make his nose bleed.
Congratulations, wish you all the best tomorrow night, Israel Adesanya. And we step over here and corral the champion, Robert Whittaker. That's gotta feel pretty good, man. Most people have said mentally, physically, they've never seen you in a better place. The hype gives way to the action tomorrow. One more sleep. Any final thoughts before we let you fly?
I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get in there. Can't wait to see you guys there. It's gonna be cracker.
And get some rest. We'll see you tomorrow night. The Reaper, Robert Whittaker.